probably clicked on this video being curious about the title. Well, it's kind of possible due to the nature of this game having some problems, but for the most part it's possible. Also, I stream all this on Twitch, so if you want to check that out, the raw footage is all on Twitch. I stream other games like Warzone and 2K on there too. So now I'll go over some rules. 1, I'm not going to be using any grenades. 2, I'm allowing sneak for this run if I have suppressor. I mean, obviously, because what's the point of sneaking if you don't have one? 3, only using common pistols because that's the title. With a few exceptions, being Johnny's flashback and some of like parts of the game where you're forced to literally shoot with a turret. If you like the video and subscribe if you're new here. I plan to make more content like this, so stick around. Alright, so with that out of the way, here we go. Okay, so to start, I picked the Corporal life because I never played it before. I may have been a little too adventurous in the start, but I eventually continued. Met with Jenkins and witnessed a mass murder. Then he forced me to do a job. Got into a flying car. Proved my dominance on the court.
Hurry! Way downtown! Bang!
Said hi to Jackie. Then I was greeted by some Arasaka agents. Goons took all my belongings. Even one of them got a little handsy. Good thing Jackie was there, he intervened. After that, we were on our first mission. Jackie wanted to take a stealthy approach, and I definitely tried. I saved Sandra, complied with all of the directions the trauma team gave me, and was ambushed by some grunts. It was handled, and I made it back home. Once I got up, I bought a silencer, talked to Jackie, and tried to drive in first person, but immediately changed my mind. Had an appointment with Vic, then I met with Dex and Stout. I took a credit card, got ran over by her grunts. Took the virus off the card, regrouped with Jackie. Hi, dum-dum. Told Royce the card was Spike and ended up working together. I didn't even know this was one of the choices that you can make in the game. So instead of fighting Royce's goons, we ended up fighting Miltech. Miltech was an easy cleanup. And I headed over to Lizzie's bar, did all the beady stuff. I hit some innocent people, discussed the heist, drove to the tower, and I was a complete total ass to the receptionist. After that, had a little concern being that I didn't have my weapons at the start, but I just put most of them to sleep, being non-lethal takedowns. I ended up finding a common pistol anyway, so yeah, it didn't matter. Thought I was gonna run out of bullets at the drone part, but I didn't. I had a little disagreement with Dex, took my frustration out on Amira, and then got punched back. I'm not really going to cover the Johnny flashbacks unless something interesting occurs. Like this guy. I literally shot up the whole place. I don't know how this guy lived. Hi, Tagamora. Got pulled up by some Arasaka goons and thought I had a problem, but it fixed itself. Went back to Vic's and Misty brought me back to my apartment. Was awakened by the Rocket Boy himself. After that, Takamura called. Had a very long chat and witnessed something I shouldn't have.
I cannot stay here anymore. Do what you want. Look for Parker. Help.
Yeah, I kind of got sidetracked with this. Almost got robbed, but couldn't because I'm broke. And I'm not swole. Got distracted while driving, and this one wasn't even my fault. Got Jackie's bike, went to the afterlife, realized that I was broke and I had to do a few more jobs. I somehow failed this one. Then went to Clouds and tried to reason with Woodman for the first time, but yeah, I guess how that kind of went. I took his pistol, then I got teleported outside the elevator, and I happened to load back at the part where I had to shoot Woodman again. And yeah. Anyways, I had 4 conversations at once. Yeah, Johnny. I know. Did more jobs and eventually had enough money for information. On my way to Pan Am, I decided just to walk instead of driving because I kept crashing. Discussed our plan, went to the Autocalos camp, had a shootout with these people, had a bigger one in this cave, delivered the merch, waited a few days outside the cave, acquired the Rayfield, met with Pan Am in the garage, had a very long loading screen. I restarted my game. And it happened again, so I did Takamura's job instead. Then went back to Pan Am's, and it actually loaded this time. Overloaded the system, let Pan Am press the button, and watched her shoot at nothing for a few minutes because I found it interesting. I didn't know robots could play dead. Shot the pilot, got inside the gas station, took Hellman as a prisoner, interrogated him. Waited a long time for Takamura to call. So long, I did Judy's main story instead. Did a few gigs, and finally got his call. We planned our plot for the parade. I stealthily got inside the warehouse, hacked the computer, tried to jump but failed. Did this thing again. Thought I was playing Fallout because of this rad storm that was outside. Infiltrated the mall, put 1,000,000 bullets into Sasquatch, shot the agent, waited for Takamura to call. Now the parade started. I took out the snipers, I put a few rounds into Oda, regrouped with Takamura, saved him. 2 go our separate ways, chatted with the proxy, took a very cold bath. Raylan was horny. Santiago's new technique on his bike was pretty dope. I shot up the Voodoo Boys hideout. I met Hanukkah. Ended up at Vic's. Picked the most fitting ending for this run. So this run was interesting for me. Those being I didn't know, and finding out stuff I didn't know for the first time. If you have an idea for a video, drop it in the comments below, or a question, or something, anything. That would be appreciated. Also drop a like if you made it this far in the video. Subscribe if you're new. I plan to make more content like this. And yeah, later.
It's a terrorist attack!
Okay.
Okay, she keep calling every single night. Yeah, I don't mind, but look at the vibe. Oh, swear to God, I'm in your mind. Swear I wanna die, yeah. When you cross my little, I wanna die, yeah. No, I'm not a riot, yeah. I might start a riot, yeah. I'm so fucking tired, yeah. So what's up? What you say? Feeling good, I'm feeling great. Tired of the fucking hate.